it's got a dead heat. I think it's got a dead heat.
This is going to work well for Oily again.
Yes,
both. Yes.
Oh, that Corvette is fast.
Look at how many cars are trying to go through here. They're 3 wide coming through. Squiddy's got fed out into the wall. They're 2 wide coming up through the cutting.
Oh, he's making a move on Viking Racer now into the dipper and does it. He's gone around the outside into the dipper. What a move.
Oh, he runs a little bit wide. He's on the grass.
Keep it clean. Come on, Oil, bring it home. It's
Showman's got the run.
Stand finish. Who's going to get it? Showman's got it. Oh, he's just taken out the lead on the
Side down the hill. Captain's got his nose in front just barely. Oh, he has full trust in him. They're still side by side. Captain takes the position around the outside down the hill.
Around the outside.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to have 3 wide. Adam's going wide. Adam's going deep on the brakes on the Rexy. Gets the pass done. Goes Adam from
Fourth to first.
What a move.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Wheel to Wheel. We are here at, I don't actually know if we are under lights or not, but currently on screen is under lights of Tokyo Expressway. It is a street circuit with a lot of walls that can cause a lot of chaos. We are watching Div 1 here tonight, and I'll do a short intro before handing over to the commentary team. I'm Captain Lowside, bringing your visuals, and in our commentary box we have Zedi and Pagani. Zedi, over to you, mate.
Thank you so much, Captain, and it's always a pleasure with you on visuals. Yeah, we're at Tokyo Expressway. It's going to be carnage, and it's going to be very difficult for the players because what we experienced in Div 1 lately between Pagani and the rest of the field was really interesting. So I want to introduce my other commentator, Pagani. How do you feel after a very painful round?
Violated. Oh, that's how I feel, to be honest.
Oh, look,
we won't dwell on it too much. I can't really be too upset considering the person that caused it is on my own side. But yeah, we'll just get past that.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's perfect time to get these guys underway for the 1 lap dash for quali as they're all slowly ticking in.
So on that topic, 1 lap dash, we obviously have quali before our race, or at least race 1. What is the format for tonight? What races do we have? What quali format?
So race 1 is a flying lap, hot lap. Let's see if everyone can handle the pressure around Tokyo Expressway. So 1 hot lap, and the fastest, and whoever can hold those and keep it off the walls will go and be on pole for race 1. And race 1 is a 5 lap softs only, and race 2 is reverse order from the grid all the results from race 1, and it's a 21 laps, all tyres available, all tyres mandatory.
All tyres mandatory. That'll certainly spice things up. The 5 lap sprint will be actually really good to see who wants to get out in front and just potentially run away with it, but also really just leave strategy out of it. I'm keen to see who can pit the post on that one.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect time for Gunny and I to introduce the field as everyone kind of sorts their order. So beginning with the host, Sekers 888 in that lovely McLaren driving for Dam Hexagons, AMS Expedition Dam Hexagons, and followed behind in GOAT in that AMG Mercedes for Fangit Racing.
In 3rd place, we've got Corvin, also known as CCH 199, in the Ford Mustang Racing for Scuderia Quadrifoglio. I think I did that better than you last week, Steve, pronouncing that.
It's a mouthful.
I was shaking my head when I heard you pronounce that. I was like, oh god.
You gotta hold your hand up whenever you're saying their team name in the typical Italian fashion. Scuderia Quadrifoglio. You gotta get right into it.
Yeah. There's a strong G in the Foglio. But in 4th place, we've also got Palmer underscore 086 in the Porsche, also racing for Scuderia Quadrifoglio.
Alright, and in 5th place, for some reason, it says 5th, even though DJ's in front of me, but in 5th place, you've got Pup, CJ Pup in the Drive 25 Silvia, and in 6th place, you've got DJ Stepper in that Alpha. Dale's going to be upset because he's definitely missing that Alpha for Team Dodgy Racing, or TDR. Racing.
And in 7th place, we also have Team TDR, who I think is probably going to be the driver to look out for, in my honest opinion. Nux 47, the Ferrari. Very strong car around here. A lot of MR cars are pretty strong around here. Probably not the Alpha. I've heard that car struggles quite a bit. It might be a bit strong in race 2, but the Ferrari is probably going to be one of those cars to definitely look out for. In 8th, we've got CRR Super Dragon, racing for Team Future Studios Racing, who is, as mentioned last week, is filling in for Flossie. He is racing in the Corvette.
So we'll quickly run through the rest of it. So it's two Damn Hexagons in the Honda. For Damn Hexagons, you've got Oil in My Blood for Fangit Racing in the VW. Behind him, you've got Sea Lad for Future Studio Racing, the Team Raider, and Tombo in the Supra. Because we just had second do an absolute blistering time of a 2-minute 4.8. Bloody hell, that is cool. And then qualified behind is Begani's big Nux.
Yeah, that's a very fine margin.
Yeah, 200ths of a second. That is insane. And then Zeus, surprise, surprise, in the my favorite car, the Honda. Far out, all these boys setting the timing alight. Top 04s.
Yeah, Tombo's ended up in 6th. I was going to say the Supra should be fairly strong around here, although I don't know the exact layout from the top of my head. So Supra's always had great top-end speed, so yeah, I would expect it to do reasonably well around here. But Tombo coming off the back of a clean sweep at Bathurst last round, so big ups to Tombo, and hopefully he can back it up at Tokyo.
It's one of those things where I think is that drive coming out of I would say you got a long straight way coming into the tunnel right before the last hairpin. The FR cars just don't get the drives out. But yeah, we'll start on board. About to start race 1. I think who do you think we should jump on board with, Begani?
I think we're going with GOAT.
Yeah, GOAT.
Yeah,
Go to AMG. That AMG starts like a freaking rocket. As it
and we've got
all
some
lights
fast cars in front of them as well.
on. And we are a go. Everyone seems like you get a good race to do. A bit sluggish there, getting pipped by DJ Seffer and Goat off the line there. As they come into turn 1, everyone trying to go nose to tail into it. It's a little bit offline as they dip it in.
You are not wrong. That AMG got off the line like an absolute rocket.
And picking up 2 places there. And it's falling so behind, so Zoo getting swamped by Dragon as well. That Honda just can't get off the line, as good as I remember. As they're coming into this corner, side by side. Nux giving up front, giving Seckers a bit of a nudge there, giving up the place, and then teammates Nux and DJ Stefco opening the door for Goat there, and then it's all off for Young and all behind him.
Yeah, and now we come to the bend where you see yourself up for a really good run down the back straight. So we'll see how the drivers and the cars come out of this corner here. Try and go for a late apex, get a nice big run coming into the hairpin. Topping out at around 250, maybe even close to 255 depending on what car you're in. So we'll see what cars are going to be good around here. Suit Lad, unfortunately there in 8th position, took a little bit of an awkward line through the tunnel, but Seckers still leading as DJ Stefco
into the wall. I think we'll get a replay of that later on there, Captain, as we come into the hairpin. Everyone heavy on the brakes. Pup forgot his Pup. Another replay there. I think Pup just completely missed his braking mark and then did 10-pin bowling for the rest of the team.
Wow, I can only queue up one replay at a time, so I'm just going to go back and see if I've got Stefco. No, I think I just missed Stefco to get Pup, but we'll stay on with Tombo and Pup, and it looks like he just got caught out a little bit by the pack slowing down and had to take evasive action to stop pinballing 5 cars, and unfortunately had to take out 1 in the process. So yeah, a bit unfortunate, but it does result in a couple of penalties, couple of places lost to Pup in the end. No. There was somebody in green that got turned around before. Anyway, we're back on board.
I think it was Dragon who kind of got turned around. I think that's who you're probably talking about. He didn't get fully spun around, but he did get a little bit out of shape. But he's still recovered pretty well. He's still hanging around in 6th position. He's currently getting passed by FSR team leader Suit Lad. But so yeah, going back to that incident, it's one of those corners where when you're approaching a corner with a big tow coming from the last corner, you're carrying, you know, well over 10 extra kilometers, maybe even more than that. It's very hard to judge your braking zone. I think that's what really differentiates a good driver from a great driver, being able to quickly adapt to a new environment, where a driver carries a little bit more speed into a corner.
Definitely. I think we should jump on for the battle for first place there, like with Nux. Goat trying to leech off some slip off the fast two guys, and you've got probably the two cars that I think are the strongest around here, the Ferrari and the McLaren. I know that Vigani's definitely missing out on the McLaren at the moment. Would have loved it around here. But yeah, great on the brakes. But do you know anything about the Ferrari? I think it's a little bit better on the brakes there, Vigani.
Can confirm it is a turd going through Skyline and the Dipper at Bathurst, but that is a completely different track. Pagani?
And Seca's going a little bit defensive. Sorry to cut in. Seca's going defensive. Coming into that just gives a little bit of that. Goat! Goat!
I don't know if that... Yeah, that looked a little bit sus in the sense, like nothing malicious there. It didn't look really like a lot of contact.
That initial contact that sent him to, they kind of cut him across, and then as Nux corrected, just sent him into the wall for pit lane. So unlucky for Nux there.
Super unlucky for Nux. I'm going to just see if I can bring up a chase cam. Where are my buttons at? No, I can't bring up a chase cam. Let's just go bonnet cam, and we'll see what comes of it. So we're coming along the back here, just hit the braking zone. Seca's going defensive. Nux going around the outside, and Goat trying to slip up the middle in the end. Yeah, a little tough to see what went on there. I am just going to cut back and drop down a position. Go to who did turn around? Goat, who looks like he's redressed as well. Anyway, I'm just going to jump back. So on board with Goat now, heading into the braking zone. Brakes hard. Seca's and Nux side by side in front of him. He takes a narrower line. Yeah, so Nux does just get caught out by Seca's being slightly slower on the corner exit, and then Goat getting caught up in the middle of it. Slight tap to the rear corner, and that's all she wrote.
It's a bit of a weird one looking back at that replay, because you know Nux had a little bit more room to the left of him, so he could have gone right up against the wall, and that's ideally the line you want to take, because you know, you're coming out of a corner where you want to get on the power as quickly as possible. So by taking that wider exit, you also take less wear off those tires. So for Nux to kind of, I wouldn't say cut back, but hold his line a little bit more right than what he probably should have, and then kind of get in the way of Goat. It's a bit of a weird one. So we'll leave that one to the stew. We'll see what they think of that, but that might be a racing incident in my opinion.
Yeah, it could just be an unfortunate collaboration there between all three drivers. On board with Goat still, as we're heading down the back straight, watching a bit of a battle open up between Nux, Souplad and Goat. And yeah, Souplad almost looked like he went very deep under brakes there, but managed to pull it straight back and give Nux a bit of a run for his money.
Yeah, I may have given some bullet points to Souplad in the Lamborghini. It is quite a strong car around here. You just really have to master it. Its downfall is the tyre wear. The Lamborghini's never easy on his tyres. You know, I gave him pointers with brake bias and where to hit the braking marker, especially for that corner. And even Goat would know about this more than me. But with that hairpin, if you aim directly for the apex, the car pulls up better than braking in a straight line. Coming to that corner, which it's a bit weird, but it pulls up really well when you aim for that apex.
Solid inside info there for anybody else driving the Lambo this season, or potentially even future seasons. But Tombo, bit of a dark horse here at the moment. He qualified 6th in our 1-lap dash and has been able to keep it super clean and consistent, and is actually only 1.1 seconds behind Seca's in second place. That's almost a tongue twister, but yeah, Tombo, I did pick him to do fairly well tonight, and so far he's holding down a podium position.
Yeah, race 1 is one of those circus races where, you know, kind of around these tracks more specifically, qualifying, I wouldn't say guarantees where you finish, but it kind of loosely represents where you will be at the end of the race. I know it was easy with our race. I can't remember where you qualified. I think you were right in front of me, but where we qualified 10th and 11th, and Dodgy qualified 12th behind me, and me and Dodgy finished 2nd and 3rd in race 1. So you know, it's just keeping a really clean nose and just staying out of all the trouble, staying off the walls,
and not getting yeeted by someone.
That too.
Yeah, look, we see that inevitably in online racing, and we see it here again with our top division here, and it really just goes to show how tight the tolerances are with such a street circuit like this. That it really just puts everyone in a very fine spot here. Just jump back to Dragon. Sorry, if you were about to say the same thing. Yeah, Kate, take it.
I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, no, there's an absolute battle for 4th place there. You got Dragon, you got Nux, who again, I think that Ferrari, like that little incident that happened before with Goat. Like Nux should be like side by side with seconds, because that Ferrari is an absolute rocket around here. But yeah, it's coming up here with Nux just giving Dragon a push around. I think he's just giving him the hurry up. Last lap as well, coming into turn 1. Dragon a little bit wide there. Oh, just misses the wall, but Nux with an absolute meltdown. Looking on the inside here, Dragon will have to concede. Coming into...
Surely he's going to get... Goat's going to be under a lot of pressure coming into this.
You've got to be careful with Goat as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we come out, everyone breaking, Dragon defensive, Goat just taking the normal racing lines with Suit Lad in that Lambo. Oh, have to break there. It's usually flat out around here for you, isn't it, in the Lamborghini, right, Pagani?
It's a bit of a feather between the first right-hander and the second right-hander.
Yep.
But pretty much after that 3rd right-hander and the double left, you can pretty much go flat out. As Sulad just slightly brushed the wall there, but again, the Lambo is one of the quickest cars down the straight. He's going to have a really good tow behind Goat, so he is going to be a driver to look out for coming to the hairpin. I've even told him all the racing lines as well. Sorry, Stevie. I've even told him all the racing lines as well to keep as right as possible on the track and let the track straighten you out.
I think we should keep up with keep on board with Sula. They're coming up to the braking zone, usually it's about the 120 meter mark. So that off the brakes early, Goat going defensive, Dragon trying to take the racing line. Goat, Sula looking for the cutback on Goat, gets the power on early. Oh,
now, if Dragon's smart, he'll pull in front of Suitlad and give him a bit of a tow, rather than giving.
I don't think Greg's looking behind him there. They're coming to braking zone. Oh, Goat looking around the outside, giving Suitlad a bit of a nudge there. And they're coming around. Chris is back. Oh, yeah, fair play from Goat. It goes a little bit wide. Comes it back in. How
he hit the wall again.
Goat's looking like he's playing pinball. Yeah, looked like he hit left and hit right.
Sorry, but seconds just finished off lane. Combo in second, Zoo in third as he come out. Dragon races across the line. Oh, Dragon in fifth, Goat in sixth, Suitlad in seventh, DJ Separated in eighth, Palmer in ninth, Oil in My Blood 10th, CCH in 11th, and Pup after a mistake in the hairpin on lap 1. Running out the field, but what an
chaotic,
exciting end to race.
Boy, yeah. Apologies. We normally try and keep on with the race winner as they cross the line, but that action was just far too good to take our eyes away from. So, look, Div 1 bringing the show for race 1.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, with just this seconds leading from start to finish, bit of it's a bit of luck. But yeah, I'm taking out 1.5 seconds over Tombo and. About 3 seconds behind with Zoo in third place. So that is your podium for race 1, Division 1 around here.
How good.
I think it's the perfect time to say thanks to our lovely sponsors. So have you got the ads ready to rock and roll there?
I certainly do, and I couldn't agree more. We will be back with you in just a few short minutes while all the drivers prepare themselves for race 2.
I'm a gamer, a foodie, a boss lady. I am sporty, outdoorsy, outspoken. I am fashion. I am old-fashioned. What I am not is the same. But none of us are. We are all individuals with unique interests, needs, and goals.
We believe that everyone should have the right to live the life they want for themselves.
Whether it be exploring the world,
dog walking,
or binge watching their favorite show.
So instead of searching for the things that we do the same,
let's champion the things that set us apart.
Because we're not innovating for disabilities.
We're innovating for individuals.
And thank you so much for our sponsors there. So Hybrid Ag, AMX Excavations, 180 Embroidery, and our prime sponsor, Promogul. So without them, without their support, we couldn't continue bringing out these streams and showing our racing talent every week.
Could not agree
definitely
more.
Big thanks to those guys.
Yeah, exactly. But race 2, 21 laps. Tactics, strategy. What do you reckon there, Bigani?
Yes, actually, just quickly reverse grid as well. That can certainly come into your tactics there. So podium, CGS, pup, CCH, and oil.
Ooh, looks like a... Yeah, what do you reckon? Do you start on hards or you finish off on hards? That's the question.
Well, I would say, depending on where you are on the grid, you at least want to have the hards be your last lap tyre. But you won race 2 starting on the hards, so that throws that equation completely out the window. If it was me, I'd probably start on the medium and then change to the soft, because on that soft stint you do have less fuel in the car, so you are chucking around less weight and putting less wear on those tyres.
True. No, yeah, I'll put my that race win down to luck. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. Like, as you there was a couple of incidents that happened in that lap 1 race 2 for us, and luckily that all happened one place behind me. So that gave me the buffer, and then because only the people who podium, so for Bugani, podium, those guys dropped in. I had clean air until another incident that happened on lap 7. So yeah, I think I think the prime is clean air, especially having like a car like the Ferrari, the Lambo, the Supra, or the McLaren. I reckon clean air is the way to go.
Yeah, definitely. I think around here, getting a nice clean soft tyre stint is going to really play a big influence in your results here, because the medium tyres, they will probably we'll probably see some changes at around lap 12, lap 13. I know Go earlier in the week was doing some practice just to see how far he could push him. I think he was getting out to lap 14, but I guess after lap 12, the tyres really do drop off. Like, you go from being 0.7 off to your personal best to a lap later to now being 1.5 off. So there's a massive drop between 12 and 13. So I'd be surprised if I see cars still out there on the medium tyre after lap 13.
Yeah, exactly. You think it's ready to kick these guys off for race 2?
Absolutely is.
Alright, there you go. Messages out. Oh, there we go.
Thinking of on the topic of tyre strategy, rather, I'm seeing an absolute mix of tyres. I believe, I can't see what Super Dragon and Corbin are on, but the rest of the drivers are hards, mediums, softs, mediums, hards. It's a full mixed bag.
Yeah, it is. It's funny because it's not like the top half on the softer tyre, on the harder tyre, and the bottom half on. There's no correlation. Everyone's sticking to their own strategy, which is quite surprising.
And personally, I love these strategy races where there is not just one clear set strategy. We have many races with set tyre requirements, and then everyone practices throughout the week and figures out the best strategy, and one usually wins by however long, 5-10 seconds. Whereas now, we are seeing drivers start on all 3 different compounds of tyres. Throughout the race, they're going to be pit stopping at totally different times, trying to find that clear air or that different space or whatever they might want. And it all comes to a head at the end of it, is generally final lap, when we see everyone completed their pit stops. And it's a race to the line. I love it.
Oh, it's going to be good as we're about to start race 2 here. We'll go through the tyre strats later on. Who's on what, but I think we should jump on board. What's the fast moving? The Alpha has Lambo launch begun?
Let's do something different. Let's hop on with oil in third. Let's do a car that doesn't get off the line well. just so he gets swamped.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Getting absolutely swamped there. Dropping from third, getting bumped from Goat there. A bit of a helping hand teammate advantage there, but yeah, Oil losing 2 places at once and getting squeezed by Palmer there on the apex in the corner as Palmer hits the wall there, but as they're coming up to turn 2 here, pretty much straight around, Goat bumping Oil around as he go around the outside of Palmer. Goat's going to play a teammate to game there and give him a bit of bump pass around Palmer. Palmer loses 2 places. They come into the braking zone here. Everyone nicely
Stefko runs deep. Or at least what looks like deep. Anyway, I know he had
got a helping hand.
Everyone getting through nicely. Zood actually popping back, losing 2 places off the start there in last, but it seems like everyone got through. Oh, bit of a battle for 7th, 8th, 9th there as Zoot gets a little bit squirrely there and just loses the places to Nux for 8th place. And as they fire up for the corner.
We're seeing, who are we seeing go side by side? Pup and Corbin going side by side. So Corbin taking the lead off of Pup in first lap.
This will be spicy.
And it's actually quite interesting. The DJ Sefo on hard tires, so definitely going to be pulling in right now for the pit entry as they come in. So it's DJ Sefo. It's definitely going to be in. Goat in as well. Tombo, Sekers, and Zuzu all in, getting the hard sin out over and done with. And I think the plan will be jumping on mediums, but we'll see what happens when they pop out.
If I can say who I would love to be if I was in this race, or the position at least, is Stefko. He was third overall when he came into the pits, and he is now leading the rest of the pack on his choice of tyre. So he's now got completely clean air, unless Goat wants to change that, ever likely. But Stefko should be in a really good spot to be able to keep it clean and just punch out his laps.
Keep talking. He's gonna start facing the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, as Goat, Stefko unfortunately hitting the wall and Goat getting around, and actually that's brought in Tombo, and that's going to bring in the race 1 winner, Sextons as well. So, I think this is the right strat. What the from Goat and the boys are doing from behind. Definitely getting the hard stint out of the way first, and then working together, because the speed of those cars who have pitted already will definitely push themselves up there, and if they work together, they will get, I reckon you're going to see a race winner out of these 5 guys.
Yeah, definitely. I think what even might surprise me a little bit more is that we know the Alfa Romeo is really good on his tyres, especially the Group 4. I might be inclined to think that DJ might come in and change the soft in a handful of laps and just leave it out on soft for the whole time, because we know how good the Alfa Romeo is on his tyres, and after a good 20 laps it's almost brand new on some corners, depending on what track it is. So we'll see what DJ does here, but there is an option for where he can just do 1 or 2 laps on the medium tyre and then chuck it on the soft.
You reckon? What got your money on? I got a feeling end of lap 9.
Well, here we go. So Dale coming in clutch with some info on the Alpha. It is apparently the worst on fuel at this particular track. So while it might be good on tyres, fuel might be the bigger issue.
As we're coming up, a little battle for they're getting held up by Goat, but that's just straight line speed as we just quickly go through. So currently, I think we should just jump back at the start there with Garni and Captain. Alright, so we got Corbin, that thirsty-ass Mustang, in first place, with Pup directly behind him with Nux as well, leading the pack.
Yeah, you got Nux right on the back end of CJS Pup here. He might make a move in the next corner or two. Or you might put a little bit of pressure here on Pup and try and force a mistake and get Corbin involved involuntarily. But
and it should be said that Pup actually has set the fastest. Second just took that, but Pup is the fastest out of the top 3 at the moment. 1 second faster than both Corbin and Pup. As Nux has a look on the inside of Corbin, Pup goes through on Corbin. Corbin tries cutting back on Nux, but Nux just pulls off second place. Corbin in one little complex loses 2 places.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those corners where you have to be wary of who's in your rear view mirror. Big braking zone, and you look in your mirror, you might see one car that could make a possible move. What you don't see is probably another 2 or 3 cars behind that car, also following that leading car, gonna follow through and hopefully try and sneak a position for you as well.
I think we should jump on board with Nux or Dragon. Who you want there, Bugani? Because both of them nose to tail with the person in front.
Let's go with Dragon, because then we can also see what's happening with 1 and 2.
Yeah, exactly. I think here we go. So Dragon all in the back of Corbin. Both Nux and Dragon looking at the inside of their virtual other plane. Dragon
Jeez, they break
so much
late.
Deeper. Holy crap! I had to take a breath there, but both of those players, both Nux takes over for CJ Pup and Dragon takes over Corbin for first and third respectively. So great racing there, but bloody hell, that was very, very late.
Lovely,
Yeah,
lovely
big
call to
sim
stay
there.
on with Dragon on board though. That was a great visual shot.
Yeah, you know I got it sometimes in me.
Yeah,
I think we should jump on board for the battle for 9th place. DJ giving a bit of slip to Goat and Seconds on the inside as they go side by side.
Goat's gonna have to concede.
Yeah, so Goat's dropped from 1st to 4th in this battle pack. I wonder what happened there.
Just speed, outright speed.
Okay.
Goat, as he's said during the week, he needs a slip buddy to maintain his speed around here, and Seconds has outright speed, and as Dale said, the Alpha is a good rocket in the straight line. As Seconds looks on the inside of DJ, Steph Goat for 8th, and gets the move done before the corner. Seconds a little bit defensive there, but great move for Has as well. Maybe a little bit of a sorry there, a bit of touch up from from Seconds to Steph Goat, but yeah, as the guys trade places and continue.
Yeah, we've got Dragon in 3rd place, giving Pup a bit of a hurry up. They were side by side coming through turn 2, 3 and 4. But the Corvette's got some oomph down the back straight, so we might see a move for positioning, and he got a really good run compared to Pup. But I think if I was Dragon, I would have waited a little bit later to make a move. It's a bit dicey through here. Looks like they've gone side by side pretty smoothly, because there is only realistically one line through the tunnel, and if you do go off, you do get washed out pretty big time.
And Zulat giving CCH an absolute bump drop to come in to be amongst his battle group here as they all of them break. Pup getting swamped by Corbin there, and Corbin pulls off the move with a bit of help from Zulat as Dragon gets some sideways coming out of the corner. But what great racing from these guys! Heaps of respect, and well, jeez, I can't wait another 17 laps more of this exciting race.
These guys
the
do
concrete
not...
jungle doesn't disappoint.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just about to say, these guys do not give up an inch while remaining surprisingly respectful. I think a couple of people have learnt some lessons from race 1 and have just learnt how to go side by side with each other, as we see Pup and Suplat, I think, show us exactly that.
Oh, and he's got a bit of a bump as well from Oil. That's going to give him a lot of momentum into turn 1.
But again, Gunny's favourite, just running away with it. That's what it just shows you what clean air is. Pup actually gives the indicator to Sulat to let him overtake. So interesting there. But yeah, Nux in that Ferrari just gonna put his head down and just do qualifying laps. So watch that fastest lap get flirted with or overtaken by Nux. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I think Nux has got this one in the bag now. It's probably him to lose it at this stage. But, we've got Dragon, who's still holding his own up in 2nd. The Corvette was not one of the strong cars we discussed. I'm going to shut up now, because he was going sideways through that right-hander. On to 3rd now. Let's try and talk a little bit about Corbin here. I get the Mustang.
Yeah, are you trying to delegate some of that commentator's curse, are you?
No.
Or Pup and Fit slapping the wall there. So he's just going to lose out to, potentially could lose out to Oil there in that Scirocco, which is actually surprisingly really quick in a straight line. But yeah, that slip train from all the way, see that trying to break the slip.
Yeah, look at the Lambo in 4th. He's going to get him.
You reckon? But where's he going to
No,
go?
he's
Oh,
lost
it's
it.
Unlucky.
Yeah, going back to what I said about that one line through there. You cannot run wide. It will spit you out.
Suitlat really being down on speed from that. He just got swamped.
Oh, Jason, Oil comes from nowhere and overtakes Pup for 5th place, and then Suitlat getting in, that, yes, costing him before, but side by side with Pup. Who's Oil? Who does Oil like better? I think Oil likes CJ better and just gives Pup the bit of a slip to. defend against Sutlab. But great racing by these guys.
Yeah, Sutlab got a bit of damage from that left contact as well. That really did hurt him through the beginning of the essay. That's going to ruin his momentum a little bit, and it did unfix itself just entering the corner, I think, just before he hit the apex. So that really did throw him out a little bit. But yeah, big battle from 6th to 4th.
What happened to Corbin there? Just getting overtaken by Oil there for 3rd just happened just before the end of your talking about. Did anyone get to see that?
No, I didn't. I'm just going to bring up a quick replay to see where he is. Corbin ran wide on one of the left-handers, just tagged the wall, which caused him to just be down enough speed for Oil to slip straight on by.
And then, so we should dive more board for this battle for 3rd place. Pup gave a helping hand to Corbin, who gave a helping hand to Oil. They all break into this complex here. Oh, what?
Oh! Suit lad, rubbing his hands together, saying, "I'll take that. Thank you very much."
What
as
happened?
Corbin and Pup.
I'm just going to jump on for a replay on board with Suit Lad. So we have Pup, CCH and Oil all in front of him. They're heading their way through the back straight. He gets a slight bump to CJS Pup. All under the brakes, nothing untoward yet. Oh, okay, it just strange. That was really weird, but CJS Pup and CCH managed to just get squeezed together. Pup may have just outbraken himself, considering it's a pack. But yeah, look, either way, we could see that both Pup and Corbin ended up in a wall.
Yeah, I think what's happened there is Pup in the Sylvia probably outbraked himself a little bit and tried to take an evasive move, going down the left side of the wall and not taking that risk on the inside and possibly taking out Corbin. But unfortunately for him, Corbin, there wasn't enough room left for Pup there.
Sorry, we should get a replay on. Get a replay for great late breaking move on Tombo on Goat there to take out 8th place.
There we go. Let's jump on board for that. So Tombo, yeah, we're on a replay here. So Goat being a little bit slow at the end of this run here, and yeah, Tombo makes a very good dive under brakes, gets it done before the first apex, manages to make it stick. Lovely clean move.
Yeah, big braking move there. The front splitter almost scraping it on the ground. But yeah, awesome move, deep on the brakes and aiming for that apex, hoping the car pull up.
Yeah, it's actually, and also, just an update. Has Pup, what's going on with Pup? In 12th place, quarter throttle.
Ooh.
Okay, he's dropped right out of the picture. I knew he had to run in with Corbin, but not sure what's happening there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's.
It looks like something's gone wrong technically because he is holding that throttle.
Actually, someone's around. It is around. Who is that? It's DJ Sefcoat is around.
Oh, the man with the fastest lap. Where is he now? He's back in 11th.
He's 11th. Do you wanna
see if we can queue up a replay on that one? So yeah, he's still in 10th on. Oh yeah, sorry. Yep, he was in the pit group. So he's come into the braking zone. Yeah, okay, so he's just managed to outbrake himself. Being at the end of that pack with a massive overspeed, he's decided to basically commit suicide, turn in super early, wipe his speed off by using the inside wall, and has saved everyone else in front of him. So super unfortunate, but Stefko taking the knife to the heart there of his own hand.
So unfortunately,
that's the type of driving you want to see there as well.
Yeah, exactly. So unfortunately, Pup disconnect. So that's unfortunate for Pup. So we're down to 11, and actually the front runners is actually making up time on the guys. Like they're only now 5 seconds behind Palmer in 6th place. So
yeah, they're closing. They're closing down on Nux as well. But Dragon and Sutlad doing really well. They're 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great battle to see what happens between Sekers and Nux there, because you know I think from memory it's 17 seconds lost for a pit tires only, so it'll be interesting to see what happens, because both of them will have to come in, both of them will have to top up a little bit for the, well, I'll say the fueling pit stop. And I've got a feeling that Nux on the final lap is gonna pit for Hards.
Yeah, that's a good shout there. To make the last minute pit on the Hards.
Because you did that strategy, how much like speed did you lose especially coming up to the most complex part of the circuit?
It's not a lot. Like if you can just keep up your momentum, you only lose about 10 or so kilometers coming through those quick S's, depending on what tire compound you're on.
Yeah, but it's close to CS. I think it's about 70 seconds from memory. But yeah, just Nux holding out that pit window over Seckers, who are coming fast. But I believe that last lap, Nux just no, actually Nux and Seckers pretty much running identical laps, only a couple of tenths in it. No, a couple of hundreds, sorry, in it.
Here we go, Suit making a move on Dragon. Looks like Dragon's let off the throttle a little bit just to make a passing opportunity, but that's also thrown Suitlad right off to not really capitalize on that position making there. But looks like it's a little bit of a team orders there between Dragon and Suit. Suit does have the slightly better tires compared to Dragon. The front left of Dragons is looking a little bit worse for wear, but I think that's probably the best idea to switch positions, as Oily is all over Dragon now.
Yeah, and also Palmer carrying a little bit of damage there in 6th place with Tombo and Seckers hunting him down. Touching the wall there, coming out in the penultimate corner for the end of lap 8, and across the line running 209. So a couple of mistakes there for Puppin, P6 and Seckers and Tombo making light work running in 205s, consistently in the 205. So watch out, boys. These guys are coming.
Yep, definitely. Seckers and Tombo pulling themselves along. It's good teamwork, even though they're not the same team, to bump draft each other around this track. It does really help both drivers to close the gap to the front.
Well, so we got battle for P2 here. Suitlad just getting a little bit all sorts coming into the complex here and coming out just a little bit compromised on top end speed, but it's got Dragon there to help him out, and a very fast move earlier. As they come in braking nicely easy. Had to have 2 stabs with the brake. They didn't get the car to turn in, and that's this long straight. Does the Corvette have it over the Lambo?
The Corvette is
in
quick.
A straight fight.
Yeah,
and the Corvette's getting a helping hand by the Scirocco.
So something I'll queue up on a replay if we don't have another incident to watch back over was just the difference in line choice between these 3 cars through the double right-handed hairpin just earlier on. So I'll cut back to that in a moment.
So Dragon just lifting off the road, I think just letting Suitlad hold position there. As he just gets a little bit squirrely coming out of the hairpin and just, no change.
That's almost a signature Super Dragon move out of the hairpins, isn't it? He likes to get on the power nice and early, compared to especially the MR car with that extra grip on corner exit that he's trying to chase down. So yeah, he's all about giving it the beans nice and early.
So there you go, Goat and DJ Cepho lap. So DJ Cepho proved me wrong, coming in on lap 9 there to fill up to, I believe, towards the end on soft. So watch out for some fireworks with both Goat and Suitlad. Looks like they filled up to the end and doing 12 laps on softs. That's a big ask.
12 laps on soft. Looks like Stefko's gone to about 90-something%, 92, 93% fuel too. So he's in for some long, nice, consistent laps. So fingers crossed that works out for him.
And should we jump on board for P6 here? Seckers going around the outside of Corbin. He's going to bring Tombo with him as well. The guys early pit stoppers coming in as Tombo side by side, looking on the inside of Seckers. Giving a little bit of touch.
I think Tombo realised what he was doing, wasn't trying to make a move, and was very quick to say, sorry mate, have your position, and I'm not challenging just yet.
Jeez, but it'd be interesting to see when Seckers comes in. I think Seckers might be doing one more lap on these mediums and pulling in, or will the question is, will he cover for Goat? Because Goat's going to be is on the quicker tyre, but Seckers must know because of the amount of trackers that him and Goat have been doing this week that Goat's slightly slow being by himself.
Yeah, Goat is struggling in a car that does need a slip to wake it up a little bit. And unfortunately for him, he might have a... I don't know what's really happened to him. He had a really slow... He's 18 seconds off Sue at the moment.
Yeah, well, he came into the pits that last time. So
he has
Goat
done 2
pitting
pit
early.
stops now, yeah.
Yeah, so Goat got both these compulsory pit stops, and so did DJ Goat. So it'd be interesting to see because have the questions to what we have is, has Seckers and Tombo made up 1 pit stop over Nux? And when will Nux pop in for his soft stint as well? Because I got a feeling that these gentlemen might pop in this lap for their softs and run to the end for Tombo and Seckers, or do a final pit stop for Nux. So we're going to see some purple laps coming for the next phase of the race.
I think Nux probably won't pit for another good 2 or 3 laps, to be honest. He's still got a decent amount of tyre left, especially on that front left, and that's the advantage of racing in clean air. You aren't being hampered by dirty air of the car in front of you, so you don't have to turn as hard and put as much energy through the tyre. So, if we look at someone else who's got a medium tyre, we've got Dragon, who's a little bit worse for wear, but you've also got Sula, who's doing pretty well, to be honest, with his tyre wear. Again, the Lambo's not a really easy kind of tyre. Its all-wheel drive system does kind of chew up the tyres, especially on exit out of quartering.
And oil with the Scirocco. Freaking brand new tyres at the rear and warm is at the front. It's just, that car's just a bit of a laugh.
From a front wheel drive perspective in real life, that could not be more true. I know exactly how oil feels right about now.
Oh, yeah, that's a big shout out to Nugget Nationals and Captain actually running around in a Honda Jazz, a purple Honda Jazz, if I remember
That's
correctly.
the one. That is the one. Yeah, Nugget Nationals, local sprint time attack series here in Victoria.
Yeah. So big shout out to front wheel drive. I don't really particularly like him, but he drives a Honda, so you can't blame. As we got Seckers and Tombo jumping in. I think they'll be jumping in for their softs and the final pit stop for this evening. So Tombo is saving a good 6 leads. It feels about a second. I think that's a second in our rules. Yeah, second.
Yeah, it might be a couple of seconds actually. I think we're 3 or 4 liters per 100 per second are we for refuel. Anyway, we'll find out in a second. But it looks like Tombo may just be able to jump ahead of Seckers. He's out of the pits, and Seckers is not.
Yep, Seckers dropping out. Goat gets around Seckers for 8th place. So it looks like the fastest of the pit stoppers is Tombo. I wonder if Tombo underfueled, but I don't think so. Just about the amount of fuel save that he had compared to Seckers. So Tombo potentially you're leading the race.
Yeah, and we'll see. Oh, some contact there from Tombo on the wall. I was going to say we'll see if Tombo can hold it out. In front of Goat, because he's got some nice, although there are soft tyres, they are still somewhat cold, whilst Goat is on pretty warm and toasty soft tyres, so they would have been nice and up to temp, but Goat has bump drafted Tombo down the track, I think emphasising on how weak the Mercedes is, even though it's got a big 6.3 litre V8, with the front end that takes up half of the suburb, it still needs a tow from the car in front to get it moving.
This is also Gran Turismo. They like to play funny buggers with the way a top end speed should work in a car, and they always tend to play favourites to Toyota and this Supra. Well, Group 3 and Group 4 Supra. So maybe there's something not entirely balanced about our balanced performance system.
So the race leader coming into the pit stops here, doing his first pit stop for the race. That should make him fall in the clutches and actually pulling him out some clean air. I reckon he's going to pop up just in front of Palmer potentially.
Yeah, probably in front of Palmer.
Yeah, but let's see who comes in. So Sweet Lad in, Nux
Palmer's
in,
coming in as well. So
Dragon
Zoo.
in, Palmer in, Zoo in. Nux is going to have plenty of clean air. Is this going to pop out in clean air?
And oil in my blood there, love and life out in first place.
Yeah, you can finally give those front tyres a little bit of a break because they don't have to turn as hard. But I think they're already dead, so it's not going to matter too much.
Everyone comes out of, sorry to cut you off, everyone coming out, go, the absolute mayhem for 5th place there. The speed differential of guys coming out of the pit lane. And yeah, look at that.
Yeah, nice pack to 2-pack coming together at the pit exit.
So people like Suit Lad, Tombo on, well, Suit Lad on hold softs. Oh, that's a big battle for 5th place as Dragon goes around Seckers for 6th place. Dragon coming out of the pits and Seckers dropping 7/10 there. So I wonder what happened there.
Okay, apologies to everyone on the stream if things got a little bit haywire there. I just lost most of my accessories on my desk, so things got a little bit frozen, but now I think we're good. So if the stream has got any issues, please let me know in the chat.
No, it looks like the stream is good by my end. I
Lovely.
as we jump off for 6th place there. Seckers looking on the inside of Dragon. They're coming up into turn 3 in the complex here, braking on the inside. Dragon braking a little bit early. Just seeking it around here, but yeah, just conceding that position to Seckers, especially being on cold softs coming through out the pits. Just gonna let Seckers do his thing.
Dragon knows that's not his fight as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we're gonna also battle for 9th. There's Zoo and DJ Stefko. Zoo having a bit of a quiet race there, even though he finished P3 in race 1. So yeah, watch out for Zoo. I think Zoo's going to be is filled up and it's going to be racing until the end as well. By the looks of it, just putting on his softs, doing his mandatory pit stop. As Oil in my blood coming into the pits for his first pit stop.
Possibly.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, he's on hard.
And
so
on
yeah,
the
for his
hards.
first.
That's interesting.
Interesting strategy there.
Because because we talk about the hard tire and we say that you either start on the hard tire and you've come at the end of the first lap, or you do like that last third of the lap on the hard tire. But what Oil's done is he's now doing not only a lap, but he's going to be doing a bit more than a lap, because the pit lane is like a good third of the way back before the next lap starts.
Yeah, and another player that's actually done that strategy is Palmer, and he was actually ahead of Zoo and DJ Sefo, but now 12 seconds behind those guys. So, maybe not the most optimal strategy running two pit stops right in the middle of the race.
No, definitely not. In my opinion, I think he may have screwed himself a little bit there with that tyre strategy, going for a full lap of hards.
Yeah, but we'll see what Oil does, because I wonder how many laps Oil can do on, or has to do on hards. I think only the one, because he's going extremely slow, especially around that complex of corners there. And Sid Lad, Tombo, Goat fast catching up to Oil in my blood there.
Yeah, the Scirocco doesn't really like those the 3 right-handers followed by the left, regardless of how much wear you have in those tyres. I know when he's pitting for the soft tyre towards the end of the race, he's going to be really struggling once they get past the halfway mark.
Suitlad and Tombo going nose to tail through this high-speed section as well. Tombo looking for any way past. Suitlad not making it easy.
I think you should jump on board with Goat there, really get the from behind there. It's just, Tombo looking on the inside position as they're both breaking out about the 120 meter mark, and then Goat comes in from nowhere to ambush Suitlad as they both get on the power nice and early. Suitlad using the slip from Tombo and holding on for P4. What great racing, guys.
Yeah, some good defense there by Suitlad.
Yeah, meanwhile, Oil's going for 2 laps on the set of hards, so really going to be holding these guys up.
Wow.
And
that's
actually going to bring... That's side by side there. That's a bit messy there. Tombo playing ping pong with Suitlad.
Tombo going defensive as Suitlad tags the wall. All of these drivers are going hell for leather, and honestly, good on them. These guys are using every little bit of inch of track and quite clearly more when they're bouncing off the walls.
And you know what? Seconds from behind was about 2.5 seconds behind these boys, and now knocking on the door. He's absolutely loving it.
Yeah, so we play there again by Oil to do another lap as well. So he really is shying away from those soft tires. Probably the reason why he's doing so many laps on the hard. But then again, if that's the case, he probably should have done more laps on the medium, because I feel like a worn medium may have been better than a fresh hard.
But maybe playing the team position there, because Sec's going to look on the inside there.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Looking.
He needs to.
Yeah, Stefko's smart.
And Sugo's going to follow through.
Oil's smart. He knows where the battle is.
And Sek is going through, and I wonder if he's going to stick in behind Suglad there. But yes, I think the battle for the race winner is out of Tombo, Goat, Sekers, because they're catching up to Nux at a very consistently over the last couple of laps. So yeah, watch out.
Yeah, if Nux has definitely got one more pit stop, then that is easily, you were saying 17 seconds. So it's not going to fare well for the very pointy end of this pack.
Yeah, Oily's finally come in and dropped those hards.
I wonder where Oil pops out. Something in Oil's pit lane is going a little bit. One of the pipe work in Oil's pit lane going a bit crazy there.
That mechanic's pretty keen to change those tyres. I wouldn't blame him.
But yeah, just an update. DJ Seppo going around Zoo in that hairpin there. So it's DJ now in 7th place with Zoo followed behind, and Dragon just holding position there in P6.
So while we're just a little bit quiet, I'm going to see if I can pull up that replay from yonks ago where we had Suitlad, Dragon and Oil all coming into this double right-handed hairpin here, hoping that we can show off the line choice difference there. Dragon's super tight, Suitlad is rather wide, then tight, then wide again, and Oil's sort of staying mid-track as we follow them all through. So it's really impressive to see. I like pointing out the differences in cars and how they can still race so closely.
Yeah, the good thing about that replay is it showed mainly the three types of different Group 4 cars. You know, you've got the MR, you've got the FR, and you've got the FF as well. So the FF, it's one of those cars that you have to try and get a straight line as soon as possible, so you can get on the power, you know, relatively quickly. Same with the FR car, it kind of likes to be straightened up as quickly as possible, so you can get on the power, you know, relatively early. I think with Suitlad, to that specific replay, he may have outbraked himself a little bit. That's probably why he washed out wide.
Yeah.
But in washing out wide with that first right-hander, you can get a really nice straight line for that second right-hander, and then turn it right again for that third right-hander, and then go left again.
Captain,
so, yeah.
Are you on board for this battle for second place here?
I am not on board, but I am watching it live. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. There's a great Seconds looking on the inside of Goat. It's going to, I think, give Tom a little bit of a bump there.
Seconds got 2 for 1.
He did.
I sort of missed that, if I can be truthful. I'm just going to pull up a quick replay on it. I'll stay off board.
Yeah, I think.
So yeah, Tombo, Sekers, Goat and Tombo are breaking their normal lines, and just leave that door wide open for Sekers, and he just streams on through. Meanwhile, Tombo goes from effective first place to effective third, and yeah, we have Goat slotting in the middle there. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird line there going to the hairpin. It was almost like Tombo couldn't turn or get the car put up. Yeah. I'm not sure if he had a helping hand from Goat from behind, where he was just constant contacts, front bumper to rear bumper. He just couldn't get it pulled up, but it was weird because Tombo just couldn't get the car turned.
Exactly, and then also I think it's going to be coming down to a tie race now, because we have to remember Goat and Tombo pulled in 1 lap earlier compared to Suitlad and Sekers. So yeah, like Sekers, it has considerably more tie compared to Goat and Tombo, and Suitlad. Yeah, it looks like, you know, those softs are not even worn at all.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say Nux has got this one in the bag. For race 2, he's done a pretty outstanding job, to be honest. You know, he's had a clean nose.
I don't know, because he still has to pin in for his hards there.
Oh, he does too. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say.
feel like he's going to lose out because these 4 guys, so Sekas, Goat, Tombo, and Sulat, have been putting qualifying laps in ever since they jumped onto the onto the softer tyre, and I think they've made up that that pit stop.
Yeah, Sulat actually doing really well. He seemed to struggle a little bit in the first race, and now he's challenging Tombo, almost challenging Tombo for 4th place. Yeah, Tombo going defensive. He knows what's happening. Sorry, no. Maybe that was Sekas going defensive. I'm getting my drivers confused.
Sekas going defensive there on Goat, and Goat just gets the power on early and takes over for P2 there.
Yeah, we've got to remember this is the McLaren as well, one of the quickest GR4 cars in the category. So I think Sekas will have him again before turn 1.
Especially
the Merc is not strong on the straight.
Not strong on the straight, and also look at how just understeery that Merc is with Goat. Like, Goat's a very good driver, and those tyre wears definitely being felt by Goat as we speak.
And Sekas behind is looking incredibly composed as they made their way through those S's. That was super impressive.
Yeah, good run there from Sekas.
Sekas going to look on the inside, or is going to think about it later? Oh, he looks on the inside.
Oh! Late move, bit of contact. Do they hold out? Tombo's going to look for an opportune moment here with the overspeed. Zips in between them. Tombo's going to take effective race lead back, and it's
not happy. Sekas is not happy with that. That was a lot of flashing lights there.
I was back to status quo. Look, if I can be honest, it looked like very late and rear quarter contact.
Very late send.
Yeah.
So all's fair in love and war.
You could see it coming, but it was a very late send from Sekas into like moving just before hitting the brakes.
And Goat just giving Sekas gave the position back, but then giving Sekas a bit of a nudge there. But that again, look at that time to Nux. It's just extended there. There were 12 seconds, now 14. So
this battling,
Nux, this battling is going to help out Nux a lot. He must know that.
I reckon Nux would be flying blind. He'd have no idea what's happening with these blokes, but these guys definitely know what the prize is or what they're hunting. But I would almost liken that Sekas move to George Russell in the. Well, actually, for those of you who haven't seen the sprint race, I might hold my fire, not give any spoilers.
Yeah, exactly. I think we'll just hold it off. As Sekas goes defensive, Tombo again just trying to get on power early there. Focusing more on corner exit, taking that a little bit while and late fixing and holding out Sekas, and Goat doing exactly the same thing with Sula, taking that little bit tighter line coming out there, but both Goat and Tombo are holding off the better tyre and faster moving competitors behind them.
And what's really helping Nux is everyone behind him from second all the way to possibly even 5th, maybe if you want to count Sulat as well, if to be in the competition to make a move. They all have worse, if not the same amount of tyres as Nux, but they're all in a battle, so they're going to be wearing for their tyres a little bit quicker than Nux would be. So he's just bridging that gap more and more.
Yeah, now I'm just looking at the times of Tombo, 14.42, so he's got another half second there, and any more battling or a mistake from any of these guys, and Nux is gonna win. Sekas gives Tombo a bit of a nudge there, a bit of a hurry up. I think he's looking at that delta as well and going, we've got to work together to catch up to Nux if we want a chance of winning race 2.
Yeah, definitely. And if they can all just stop battling with each other and work together. You could even have Goat who could even possibly be in for a good run. He's got the worst tyres probably between him and Tombo as well, because they were on the soft tyres pretty early.
Sekas just glances the wall. There doesn't look too much speed, but I wonder if he's going to make the move on Tombo here, because that McLaren, as we both know, is just a rocket in slip and coming through this uphill section.
Yeah, and it's got 7 gears as well, so he can really stretch his legs. But it looks like again he's just helping Tombo out. But you have to draw the line between where he's helping out by giving you a tow and where he's going to be holding you up in corners, because again Tombo's tyres are almost dead, especially that front left.
Sekas and Tombo all inside, just lovely done. They're great racing, they're very close race, but again, having a look at that time, Nux another 3/10 right there in just that lap alone.
Yeah, we're into the mid-15s. These guys are certainly taking the best off of their tyres and are starting to slow down a little bit. And especially with that battling, they've taken even just that little bit more off of their tyres, and it's starting to show. Tombo going using all of the track, just a little bit of scrapage on the exit.
Yeah, and Tombo, that left tyre is dead. Like a little bit left, but let's just call it dead as he opens the door to Seckers. He must know that Seckers is just that much faster around him as he just lifts off, let Seckers go through. You know, I wonder if Tombo and Seckers are in chat together. As some of these teams actually help one another out, because they must know that they're on the cuffs of giving Nux the win.
Yes, it's definitely a good shout there, and it's one of those options where, again, you have to draw that line whether to where he's helping them go. Good send.
Yes, great send there. Tombo just lifting off to give a bit of room to Seckers, but then Goat just doing a beautiful send on the inside of Tombo to clinch third place.
Partially missed that on stream, so I'm just jumping on board with Suit Lad for that overtake. So Goat almost looked like he went to the inside to protect the line from Suit Lad, and inadvertently was able to dive down the inside of Tombo and take that position.
Yeah, great. As you see, Goat just being a little bit later than Tombo, and then just getting the move done, nice and clean. But this battle for...
It's almost out to 16 seconds now. Nux surely has to be in on this lap.
Yeah, Nux has to go in. I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder... what? Suit Lad's going into the pits?
Changing for the hards.
But
I think he's fuel.
Nah, 7%, it'd surely be a lap. Did he not? I thought he had done all of his pit stops.
Maybe not.
No, he hasn't come out for his hards.
Well, the drop of fuel that he put in, I can see the gauge move up slightly.
Yeah.
But that's now 2 and a bit laps on a hard tyre.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's interesting to see. So, we'll just quickly go through. Nux, 15 seconds. Potentially, it's going to be great to see the back of the race. Seckers, good tyres. Goat, that front left is absolutely toast. Same with Tombo in 4th. Dragon in 5th, and Zoo in 6th place, holding off DJ Stefko, but catching up to Dragon very quickly.
With Nux being in first by 15.2 seconds, probably going to be 0.3 by the time he gets out of this corner. Very fine line as to whether he'll still come out in front of Seckers here.
So, question on Nux strategy. Has he played a bit of a masterstroke here in a sense of he's going to pit and run half that lap on hards? He's technically satisfied the race regs in the sense of running all the compounds, but really minimised the amount of times, the amount of laps, half a lap, on the hard tyres.
Well, I think a lot of people wanted to do that. I shied away from it because I just know how much speed you lose coming up to a very technical section, and being on the hard, cold tyres as Nux has got pulling into the pits. So we should stay on board with Seckers, see where he comes up. So Seckers coming into the hairpin, breaking at the 120 metre mark.
Surely Seckers Goat have to jump Nux through the pits here.
So
Nux
Seckers
side by side.
There he pops out. Oh. And there we go, as I said.
Tenths in it. If Seckers wasn't able to jump that battle pack, it would have been Nux. Nux would have had this.
So Seckers taking out the clean sweep there, taking on pole for race 1, taking out race 1 as he turns in for the last time into the penultimate corner. Looking at the checkered flag, there we go. Seckers taking out a clean sweep. Race 1, race 2, Seckers in first place with Knuckles taking out both second place in race 1 with Goat behind him and Tombo. Zoo, again, very strong race, not in a very strong car, but in that Honda, picking up P5 and DJ with that, that kamikaze effort to save everyone else straight to the P6.
Yeah, that was
a great race for
awesome,
P7.
awesome race.
Suit Lad was running in second, coming up, taking out 7th with Oil in My Blood directly behind him. Dragon having a bit of a quiet one with Palmer, coming up for P10 as he crosses the line now, and Corbin, yeah, running with that, you know, hard tires at the end, well behind the back of everyone. Going to be coming over the line for 11th with Pup having a disconnect.
I can't believe how incredibly close it was between Nux and Seckers. Seckers really just winning that race by the skin of his teeth, given the battling that was happening for so many laps there. But at the end of the day, he came through and took out first place.
Yeah, from last to first, has to be said. Yeah, showing that it actually can be done.
Yep, positions raised, number 11. Super impressive. Actually, technically, oh yeah, no, positions raised 11 because there was 12 starters. Yep, super impressive.
There we go. What great racing there. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Please remember to give us a like and subscribe to Wheel to Wheel if you decide to race with us crazy folk. Please join us on Discord. Look for Wheel to Wheel Racing League, and yeah, and also on the Facebook and on Instagram if I remember correctly. Yeah, thank you so much to my co-commentator Pagani. Once again, always a pleasure having a yarn with you on commentary and racing against you in Div 2.
Yeah, always a pleasure to be here with you.
And a big shout out to Captain Losard, not racing this season, and yeah, on visuals. Thank you for filling in for the visuals this evening, there, Captain.
Too kind there, Zedi. Always a pleasure with both of you in the comms box. Great to be here.
So next week we'll be going to Grand Valley for an enduro for round 3. So hopefully tune in next week to see us battling out again. Stay safe, and I guess I'll be all seeing you next week.